get up. Good morning. Good morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, morning, morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Morning to you.
Good morning to you on this beautiful Friday, TGIF. Morning, Barbados. I'm Tisha Hines. I'll be here with you until 8 o'clock this morning. So, it's the morning after the night before. Thought I could go out last night. I come to work bright and early this morning. Yeah, there are rocks in my eyes, but it was all for a good cause. Present and accounted for the launch of Fenty Beauty here in Barbados, and quite a time we had with the team from QP Bistro. All right, so that's one part of it. What's coming up in today's show, you might ask? We're going to get to meet a new artist on the scene, relatively. She's been doing great things here and around the world. Dawn is in with us a little bit later. We look forward to hearing her music and, of course, hearing from her, too, a little bit about her plans for the future and how things are going presently. Plus, we've been introducing you to the various parish ambassadors from around Barbados. Today is no different. A few of them will be here to meet, greet, and share about their parishes as well. Remember, we're looking toward the Remembrance Day Parade, and multi-denominational service is coming up on Sunday. It will be at National Heroes Square, just in front of the Cenotaph. So make sure you come on out and line the streets. I know a lot of people love to get out early. It's going to start on TV8, though, live from just around 7 o'clock. So if you can't make it out for some reason, we want to make sure that it comes to you in your home. So make sure you tune in for that. It will also be streamed on CBC TV8's page on YouTube, as well as the Government Information Services page. So you have no excuse than to make sure that you tune in as we honor the servicemen who are still with us in 2024. But we wanted to start today by telling you all about the work of the DEOs, District Emergency Organizations, and they're telling us that volunteering will empower our communities. So to talk to us more about this, we have back with us this morning consultant in the Department of Emergency Management, Selwyn Brooks. It's always good to have you with us.
It's nice to be here.
And today he's brought along Natasha Morgan, who's chairperson of the St. Philip West DEO. So good to have you here as well, Natasha.
Thank you.
Good to see you again.
Pleasure to see you.
I feel like every time I see someone, I'm like, I haven't seen you in so long. So it's really great
good
to see you here on Morning Barbados. So the DEM is celebrating the invaluable contribution of the DEO volunteers on International Volunteer Day, which is coming up a month from today. So talk to us. Let me start with you, Selwyn, about the importance of volunteers to organizations, first of all, like district emergency organizations.
Well, the district emergency organizations form an integral part of the department's community response mechanism, and that allow persons who reside in the various communities to volunteer their services, their skills, and more importantly, to see how we can engage community as we seek to higher levels of community resilience. Volunteerism is something that it is a commendable thing, and no government will ever be able to give everything that a community may need. And what lies within a community is a diverse of resources and skills, and persons who are so oriented or who have that tenacity to want to give back. The DOs are here to encourage them, to engage them, and to see how they can, via the training that they would receive from time to time, help to build that level of resilience to the various hazards that are likely to impact the community from time to time.
All right, so Natasha, how did you get into volunteering with the DEO or being a part of the DEO generally?
I have a close family friend who is a part of the roving response team and also volunteer with the DEO. And he had been encouraging me for years to join, to provide my skill sets to the organization. And I thought I was too busy and I shied away from it a bit. But then as we realized that the climate is changing and we're being impacted more and more at the community level with disasters and hazards, it really prompted me to offer my skills to the DEO and try to contribute at that level. So I joined around 2020, the middle of 2020, and I've been a member since.
All right, that certainly was a good time to join. Wasn't much to do, really, for the average person who was staying at home. Now you have an event that's coming up, though, for the volunteers. It's a bit of a showcase.
Yes.
So tell me more about that.
International Volunteers Day is celebrated around the world on the 5th of November each year. Now, since that happens on the day during the week, it would not have been appropriate to engage in the DOs who will be working and have that activity. So we are celebrating that on December the 7th at the Lestavon School. This initiative and this program will bring DOs from across the 30 DOs that are in existence to showcase their skills, the capacity, by demonstrating to the general public what they're capable of doing. So there's an opportunity for the public to come and see exactly what the DOs are capable of doing.
All right. And, it's so important for us to be able to kind of understand how we can be a part. Natasha, you mentioned that you brought some of your unique skill sets to the DEO. What are some of the skill sets that will be shown off during this particular presentation?
So on the 7th, there will be simulations in relation to shelter management, vulnerable persons, communications. So in general, we want to showcase how we would respond in situations of crisis at the operational level. And it is in an effort to also highlight the training that the DOs are provided by the Department of Emergency Management, and we'll be doing that in collaboration with a lot of our partners. So for example, we'll have the Fire Service, the Barbados Police Service, we also will be having the Ministry of Education, the Disabilities Unit, and those other persons that we usually are engaged with.
All right, that's beautiful. Now, Selwyn, are there any specific areas that you're always looking to engage people with or that you want people to volunteer for? I know you accept volunteers across the board, but I would imagine there are some skill sets that are in high demand all of the time that you would love people who are maybe viewing to, realize, it might be a great idea to volunteer their services a few hours every month or when there are matters of national concern to the district emergency organization.
Yes, when you consider emergency and the level of impact that is likely to happen, medical expertise is always a need. The gamut of things involved after an impact merits that persons who are skilled, artisans, professional persons, to put a whole concept of a community response is multifaceted. So persons who are skilled in the use of the chainsaw, persons who are skilled in the use of people empowerment, persons who are skilled to relate to the disabled community, persons who have certain skills that they can bring to the table, whether it be administrative, whether it be whatever your best interest is, the DO can encompass what you're offering. All in an effort to see how we can mobilize community, engage community, utilize the resources that lie within the community, all to a common cause of building higher levels of resilience when we are impacted. It does not matter if. One day we will be impacted and we must be prepared for whatever comes our way.
Yeah, and there's so many different ways that we can be impacted. Just even if we consider only our geographical location or kind of SIDS status as well, really puts us out there. But 2020 was definitely a year for us to really recognize all the things that can happen, not only here but across the world, and see how it's all interrelated and very, very interconnected. So the event happens on December 7th. Remind us where, tell us how we can be a part of it, and why everybody needs to come out.
Well, we want to extend an invitation to all Barbadians. It's on Saturday, December the 7th at the Lester Vaughan School in Cane Garden. We'll be beginning promptly at 9:30 and we will go through to approximately 4. Come and share with the DOs, show appreciation for what they do. And by seeing what are some of the skill sets, we're hoping that that would encourage persons to come on board, because it is not only about demonstrating what we're capable of doing, it is about what we can do to encourage persons to join the respective DOs across the 30 constituents. And we're hoping that as we prepare and as we end this year's hurricane season, it is a continuum. We now have to start preparing for whatever may come our way on a continuous basis, and not only just a hurricane, but a whole range of comprehensive disaster management.
Absolutely. And because you're here representing the St. Philip West DEO as Chairperson Natasha, you get to kind of engage the people of that area on why they should support the DEO, come out and volunteer.
I would say this to St. Philip West and to the entire country of Barbados. We are the eyes and ears of the community at our level. We are the operational response teams. We need everyone to have a community-minded approach to disaster management, and that's why we encourage every Barbadian to contribute as much as they can. We need to be our brother's keepers, and we are there when the impact happens, and therefore we'd be best suited to respond as soon as possible and to provide the necessary information for the Department of Emergency Management to make those critical decisions. So it is a community effort, it's a countrywide effort, it's a national effort. And therefore we want to encourage persons to join the district emergency organizations, provide the skills that you have, support your communities, build community resilience and independence within homes, and let's educate each other on how we can survive these impacts. They may be big, some of them may be small as something like flooding. When we have bad weather, we need to understand how we need to approach these hazards and how best we can manage them individually and as households in general, that we can support what the department is doing.
Absolutely. And finally, for you, Selwyn, I know this is all about a lot of the times response, but it's also about being proactive. So getting ahead of any eventuality and making sure that we have a plan.
Yes, we have always encouraged persons across the board to have a mechanism in terms of they will know what an emergency response plan and what are the components of that plan. And by having that level of proactiveness in determining what you need to do, it means that you're likely to minimize the loss of life and damage, and your rehabilitation and your recovery processes will be significantly reduced because you were able to reduce the impact. So you don't wait until something happens to determine what you're going to do. It is that you prepare for it so you can respond to it adequately, and your recovery will be much shorter period of time.
Okay.
And I just want to add as well that on November 23rd, the St. Philip West DO, in collaboration with the department, will be having a pop-up in support of the International Volunteer Day. And this will take place at the Emerald City Supermarket on that compound from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. And the focus on that day will be health and managing health during crisis. But we'll be displaying as the St. Philip West what we do at our level. And it will also give persons a sneak preview of what's to come on December 7th for International Volunteer Day.
All right, excellent. So thank you both for coming in and sharing with us. Always great to hear about the work that the district emergency organizations are kind of getting up to, but even more wonderful to be able to welcome a new cadre of volunteers, hopefully, into the fold as you prepare for this event on December 7th at the Lester Vaughan School. So, that's pretty central if you think about it. So make sure you get on out and maybe bring out a lot of the little ones so they are on top of things when it comes to disaster preparedness as well. Selwyn Brooks and Natasha Morgan, thank you so much for your time this morning.
You're welcome. It was a pleasure.
All right, have a great weekend.
Thanks. It's
All
right.
right. You'll have a good time if you stay with us too, because coming up, we have so much more to share with you. Do stick around.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
94.7 FM with the kind compliments of Great Health Works, agents for Omega XL and Probiotics. Guardian General Insurance Limited and the Cut and Drive Network brings live coverage of Cricket West Indies Home Series October 31st to December 19th. Join the action, brought to you by Great Health Works, agents for Omega XL and Probiotics. Guardian General Insurance Limited. Live safe, live easy, and the Cut and Drive Network.
We enjoy a game of dominoes and singing karaoke.
I just love crew.
When you love me just a little bit longer.
You get to relax and have a drink and listen to some nice music.
It's something different. It's spectacular. It's fabulous. You know, it's a different feeling altogether.
I never feel so good in a party yet.
Follow me to Q in the Community this Thursday.
So good in a party yet.
You know why?
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to date at CBC News Barbados on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Get news update on radio throughout the day. And join us for the CBC News Night at 7 every night. CBC News team is on the job and bringing you the news.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb. And together we will travel the world.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oystins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.7 FM, the ultimate Bajan experience.
My friend.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Hey, good morning to you. Welcome back. Just about 6:29. It's heading down to the bottom of the hour, so you have to make a move. I know how it goes when it's raining outside. Sometimes it's difficult to get out of bed. Happened to me. But that's okay. We're here. So make sure you make it out. Don't want you to be late today. I want you to have a great weekend. So we told you a week or so ago about the fact that it is Crime Awareness Month. And there are many activities that are happening all throughout this month. So joining us on Morning Barbados today, Senior Research Analyst with the Criminal Justice Research Planning Unit, Kirk Goodridge, is here to share more information about the activities that will be happening throughout this month and reinforce all we shared before. Good to have you with us. And joining us online is Sabrina Roach, who is a research officer with the unit as well. Good morning, Sabrina.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
All right, it's great to have you here with us. I'll start with you, Kurt. Thanks for coming in this morning. Let's talk about the theme that you're using going forward for Crime Awareness Month. It's engaging youth to prevent offending and reoffending.
Yes, please.
How did you come up with that theme without sounding like, just asking you a question? I think is important. We know that we've been seeing a lot of crime happening recently, but in terms of your thinking for this month of awareness, what was the path to this theme?
So we looked at the factors and trends that were happening in Barbados, and we realized that
a lot of the crime occurring right now, especially murders, are being committed by young persons. So we want to come up with a theme that would engage the youth to try to change their mindset, show them that there's another way to life rather than the life of crime that we're seeing right now. So we want to highlight the positives that young people can do over the course of their lives and over the course of this month. So that's why we choose a theme, because we were looking to ensure that they could see that there's an alternative path to what has been going on right now. So that was the thinking behind the theme.
All right. Well, it's not lost on me that you both are research officers. So, Sabrina, talk to me a bit about the work of the unit to be able to ably fight crime and achieve all you hope to through this theme and more.
Well, our mandate at the department is to aid the Office of the Attorney General through research. And when we say research, evidence-based policy. You know, person's perception is also always driven by anecdotal evidence, which can be misleading, but policy should be driven by statistics and evidence-based data. So that is mainly our mandate at the department. So we would research all manner of crime so that we can ensure that the policymakers have the ammunition they need to make effective decisions.
All right, and from you, Kirk, to follow up on that in terms of the work that you do and how it is used to be able to make decisions.
So, and specifically, we have the Barbados Crime Observatory, and what that does is that we collect data for all the crimes in Barbados. So we can look at trends, we can forecast details of what's going to happen, and we can make policies and inform the various authorities and departments of how to engage and what to do to prevent or help to alleviate some of the issues that we're having. So research is very important in that area, that it informs a lot of decisions that we make for Barbados.
I know that you've been working along with the National Peace Program, which is also based out of the Attorney General's office. So can you share a little bit about that with me, Kirk? I know you have a specific initiative coming up, the poster competition.
Yeah, so we have a poster competition coming up. Basically what we did is that we went into schools and we asked them to ask students to design a poster to highlight the ways that we could alleviate youth crime, or to demonstrate ways to stop youth crime. So it was looking at trying to get youth involved in mechanisms towards helping it, because normally we hear that they are the source of the issue, but no one ever gives them a voice. You want to give them a voice to demonstrate what they think can be done in order to help alleviate crime from their end.
Okay, Sabrina, there must be methods that through your research you've found that just work, might seem like no-brainers to be able to avert crime. What does the empirical data say?
Well, the empirical data speaks to there are the risk factors behind criminal activity. Normally, we look at unemployment, at low educational attainment, family issues, parenting. These things come out over and over again when we look at the criminogenic factors that drive criminal activity. What we would do, we would take these risk factors and we would look to develop programs that would target these risk factors. So we would have had programs for parenting. One of the initiatives by the National Peace Program is the parent program. They have used some of our research. Also, we would go into schools and we would do initiatives that would target conflict resolution, anger management, and one-on-one activities. Also, as Kurt indicated, we will provide individuals with personal development initiatives. So we would introduce them into new concepts so that they can see that there's another way that they can develop themselves, both academically and vocationally.
Because often we hear about empirical data, it seems to me as though you're feeding directly into what's happening. but how does the flow work? How does it work in terms of the collation of the data, the sharing of the data, the feedback, the policies that are done? How does it work?
So it's very multifaceted. So we get a lot of data from various different agencies. So right now we get data from the police, Ministry of Health, the hospital, and Ministry of Education as well. So what we do is when we get that data, we collate it and we disaggregate it into the various silos and areas. And then we look at trends that are emerging from it, and we try to do comparisons so we can see, for instance, for the police, when we get the police, we look at the murder data so we can pinpoint what parishes in Barbados are more specifically being affected by certain murders. So we can demonstrate to the police that this is the area you need to focus on more regularly. What age group is the ones being targeted for murders? What age group is the ones committing murders? So then we can develop programs nationally and through the police to target these particular persons to ensure that we are attacking the problem more head on.
All right, so it's a constant conversation that
Yes,
more or less that's happening, which is reassuring to hear. Now, throughout this month, for Crime Awareness Month, there are a number of activities also happening. I mentioned that there is going to be a poster contest, but I know there's going to be a speak-off today as well. Tell us more.
So there's a speak-off on November 9th. This is coming Saturday.
That's tomorrow.
No.
Okay.
Yes, tomorrow, Saturday, yes. I'm losing track of my days of the week. And basically what that is doing is that it's just looking to get some children from at-risk communities out to speak on the topic of the impact of media on youth crime. And we chose this particular competition because we wanted to get youth involved in the research aspect of looking at crime. And we want to hear their views again, similar to the poster competition. So they're allowed to speak for 3 to 5 minutes, and the age groups range from 13 to 18. And as I said, they'll be speaking on the topic, the impact of media on youth crime. So they'll be able to speak about it from any perspective they want to give. So they can come up with ideas of how to tackle it, what impact it's having. So it's just about giving them a voice and teaching them about research and why research is important in tackling these issues.
All right, Sabrina, what are some of the other activities that we can look forward to throughout the rest of the month?
Yes, on November 20th, we'll be having a webinar, the release of an updated recidivism study, and that will be on 10 a.m. via Zoom. And you can look into the department's social media platform, or you can call and email us to get the link for that particular webinar. I will be presenting the findings of a recidivism study, so the current recidivism rates as they are, that will be presented on that day. Also, we'll be having a youth community pop-up tournament in collaboration with the National Peace Program. This will be on the 16th at Kensington Mall, Care Park, and this will start at 11 a.m. This is a way to engage the youth. We're going to have loads of games and activities, dominoes, backgammon, drafts, amateur karaoke and makeup competitions, a cook-off. It's a day for the youth to come out, like we said before. This month is about engaging the youth in positive activities. So we want to show them that, listen, we can have fun and we can do it in a positive way. So we are encouraging all of the communities to come out and support this event, this youth initiative, and support the youth. They can come out in their colors and teams and really represent and show Barbados that the youth do have positive things that they can offer.
Moving outside of the communities, from just engaging at that level to also award a number of young people who are doing well.
Yes, please. So that award ceremony will be on November 23rd, and it'll award the participants in the poster competition. The National Peace Program also did a competition called Build Your Own Door, where we had some various youth from at-risk communities who became musicians and produced some songs and stuff like that. So they're going to be also getting their awards on that day. So that day is going to be to celebrate the accomplishments of the young persons over the year and over this past month.
Wonderful. For you, Sabrina, are there any opportunities for young people to kind of take active roles in this fight? Especially during this month, not only from the sidelines to engage them in discussion or fun activities, but for them to assist in the programs that are built out.
Yes, we always encourage the young people to come up. At the department, we have a volunteer program. Unfortunately, it's not for persons under the age of 18 years, but we would encourage all young persons who are actively interested in taking part and helping the department in our fight against crime, that they can volunteer with us. The information is on our website, and you can just submit an application, and whenever we have these activities, we bring young persons on board so that they can contribute. We often do surveys at these events. So at the pop-up, the staff will be going around engaging the youth, and we often take their feedback. Research is not always in the form of a survey. Sometimes we just observe and engage the youth and get their ideas and their perspective on things, because no one can help redirect the youth but the youth.
Absolutely. So coming up on Sunday, November 17th, Kurt, is the Barbados Crime Observatory in Focus. Tell us more about that.
So what we're going to do is we're going to give Barbadians an in-depth look at what the Crime Observatory does. I spoke briefly about it in terms of the collaboration we have with the various departments in the police department. But we're going to explain to Barbadians why it's important and how they can access the information, how the information helps us to formulate policies and guides our directions. And it'll just be a brief snippet about that to give Barbadians a better understanding of what it does and why it's important for Barbados.
All right, so it's a slate of activities, because the day before that, there will be a youth community tournament that will be taking place.
Yes, and that's what Sabrina was just speaking about at Kensington Mall. As she said, we'll be having a whole host of activities, a makeover competition, amateur karaoke, dominoes, drafts, backgammon, road tennis, and then a fish cook-off and a DJ sound off. And each winner of these categories will be receiving a cash prize, and these persons are pulled from at-risk communities through the NPP as well.
Good stuff. Sabrina, then there will be the webinar that you talked about on the 20th. We just want to make sure that people know about it. How do you sign up? How are we able to participate in this particular webinar that's coming up on Wednesday, the 20th of November?
Yes, the webinar is open to the public, and we are encouraging persons. You can either email us for the link at cjrpu@barbados.gov.bb, or you can call the department 536-0800 or 0801 for information regarding the link. And also you can check our website and our Instagram and Facebook. The handle for Instagram and Facebook is Criminal Justice Unit 246.
All right, so just before this, we had the DEM on, the DEOs rather, talking about how important it is for volunteers. And now I'm hearing from you for the first time that young people over 18 can come in and volunteer with the department.
Yes, please.
I think that's a positive. So all parents and aunties and neighbors and everybody listening in and looking for opportunities for your young people who might not be too sure about where they're going or maybe going through a little bit of something, here's an opportunity. So make sure you hook onto these handles and go in and find more information.
Yes,
Drop them once again for us, Kurt, before we wrap up.
So the handles for the social media are Criminal Justice Unit 246, and our website is criminaljustice.gov.bb.
All right, the theme this month, engaging youth to prevent offending and reoffending. I think it's a strong theme as it is, but to really enforce what the theme is about and do our best, we have to work together to make our communities better. Thank you both, Kirk and Sabrina. I would have preferred to have you in studio, Sabrina, but it was wonderful having you sharing with us about all the work the department does as well.
Thank you very much.
All right, time for another break here on Morning Barbados. The time is swiftly moving. It's almost 7 o'clock, just about 16 minutes to go before the 7 o'clock hour. So stick around, we have lots more coming up.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
My friend, you don't plan to get it. Oh, Barbados. Hey, I'm KB Clean. Join me 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. right here at 94.7, the best and ultimate Bajan experience. My show is called Bajan to the Bone. Don't miss it, Bajan to the Bone. Weekdays right here and only here on 94.7.
The facts say Morning Barbados reaches an audience of over 50,000 and Newsnight reaches over 56,000. It's simple. When you advertise, you're getting your message to over 50,000 of your potential customers. Make the call to CBC Sales Department today and watch your business grow. Contact us at 467-5559 or email marketing@cbc.bb.
94.7 FM with the kind compliments of Great Health Works, agents for Omega XL and Probiotics. Guardian General Insurance Limited and the Cut and Drive Network brings live coverage of Cricket West.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
All right, 14 minutes to go now before 7 o'clock. Put on your listening ears. We have some important news for you. A flash flood watch is in effect for Barbados as the island continues to be impacted by a passing tropical wave. The Barbados Met Service says flooding remains possible. The country has been told that alongside cloudy skies and possible thunderstorms, rainfall accumulations of 1 to 2 inches and moderate to heavy showers are expected all across Barbados. The public is encouraged to monitor the BMS, DEM, GIS, and of course CBC websites and their respective social media pages, along with mainstream media networks for updates. The flood watch was issued at 6 o'clock this morning and will be updated or terminated depending on how things go at 12 noon for today, November 8th, or sooner if conditions warrant. This watch may be upgraded to a warning if necessary. So keep on listening and watching. Of course, our radio stations do regular updates as well. So we go off air live at 8 o'clock, but the radio stations are there. So as long as there are frequent updates, you can listen out for on the hour, sometimes even more updates on our 3 stations, 94.7 FM, 98.1 The One, and Q 100.7 FM. Now, all this month, we are also celebrating the disabled. There's been a lot happening. I don't know if you've been listening into debate in Parliament, but we've heard much over the last few days about the plans for making Barbados fully accessible, certainly in government buildings to start in the coming years. So the Prime Minister in her presentation is moving toward making government buildings fully accessible in the next 3 years or so. We also heard talk about a number of initiatives that are going to be put in place to be able to help disabled people function more easily within our communities. So we will talk more about that. But because of everything that's happening, we wanted to step out and have a conversation with a young lady who came to Barbados to study. Her name is Leilani, and we met up with her. She's from New Jersey, and she's now a student at the UWI who is raising awareness about some of the wonderful things that have happened to her here in Barbados, but she also spoke with us very candidly about her challenges.
I came to UWI on exchange to study psychology. I wanted to kind of get a cross-cultural approach because I was raised in America, even though I had Trinidadian roots. So I want to see the difference in how we treated the mental health issues in our communities here. So I came on an exchange. I came to study psychology, and I'm minor in sociology and African studies. So here that would be equivalent to cultural studies.
How did you decide on UWI Cave Hill?
So actually it was more of an impulsive thing. So when I was on, because I go to Rutgers, the State University in New Jersey, I go there and I was on the Rutgers Global website. So I guess let me take you back. So me and my friend was talking. She was telling me how she was going to Costa Rica for the winter break, and I was like, that is so cool. So she was telling me about how you could study abroad through Rutgers. So I'm looking on Rutgers Global. Initially, I was thinking, I wanted to go to Prague, but I'm like, let me be more intentional with my decision. So I'm like, what do I necessarily want to do? What aligns with who I am? I was like, my Caribbean heritage. So I just so happened to see UWI Cave Hill, and they offer psychology, so I just came here.
What did you know about Barbados when you first arrived? I'm sure you did quite a bit of research, so what were your initial thoughts?
Honestly, I didn't do that much research as I should have. Like I said, it was very impulsive, so I didn't know much about Barbados. So when I came here, everything was new, so it's kind of like I was a tourist. Like, I just looked at like, okay, this is a vacation, but you're studying. Remember what you came here for, but I'm just like, I didn't have expectations because Rutgers was telling us at the end of the day, just keep an open mind when you go, but remember that basically this is their country, so don't really go there with the American attitude or act in a certain way. So I just came here and didn't really do that much research.
What were some of the initial things that surprised you once you got to Barbados?
So when I got to Barbados, what really surprised me was the impaired or differently able individuals. I don't necessarily want to say disabilities because I don't know if that's sensitive over here if they use that terminology. So just issues with the infrastructure and the narrow roads and the various ditches here and not being able to get on all forms of public transportation. So that's what really shocked me here, because I feel like it wasn't as safe as everybody said Barbados was. I know it's right the safest out of the other Caribbean campuses, but I feel like overall it wasn't safe for me because I like being independent. I'm 22 years old. I understand that I got injured, but I'm not capping my life at an injury. I still want to live and learn new things and make experiences, but I'm still going to make the best out of this experience. Whatever odds I get, I'm just going to deal with it from there.
These barriers that you encountered once you came to Barbados, juxtaposition that as to how different it was from coming from home, because I think that would bring home for some people maybe the differences and how they're impacting you being able to be as independent as you want to be.
So you're basically on touching base on the culture shock or other things on this?
Challenges in accessibility.
So yes, I was very surprised because back home in New Jersey, I don't necessarily think about things like just going to the gas station. It seems so like I don't really have to look if the ramp isn't that level to easily get over, or if the roads are going to be too narrow, or I don't necessarily feel nervous to talk to people or anything like that here. So when I was going to the gas station here, I actually ended up falling off of the sidewalk out of my wheelchair, so that was very scary. And I'm not used to that. I'm used to being able to go places and they just have the button that automatically opens the door, or certain accessibility features cater to wheelchair users.
Talk to us about the connections you've been able to make at school, because we know that you obviously have friends who will need to be able to assist you in certain ways.
Yeah, so that has been challenging, I guess you can say, because of course I found people who will accept me as I am and help, but some people don't necessarily know how. I can't really fault them, but it's just like I'm able to kind of discern a little bit of who my people are and who aren't. But I feel like I'm a social person. I'm nice overall, so I still talk to people, but it's more like a hi, bye thing. It's not really like, oh girl, let's go here together. No.
Have you been able to connect with other members of the disabled community here in Barbados?
So it's still kind of in the works. I have talked to, I go to school with a few visually impaired individuals, so I talk to them. We do converse, yes.
Have they impacted your experience at all in terms of seeing other people with disabilities as a part of the UWI school cast?
Yes, I actually have, because I realized it was more so imposter syndrome when you feel like you can't be in spaces like this. So to see that they even was close to having advancements for the visually impaired and how supporting they were to them, I knew that there was hope also for my situation. It was just new, and it took like work to understand it fully and grasp what I needed.
What immediate changes would you say can be made that would make a drastic difference to your experience here in Barbados?
Well, I would just speak to the like leveling of the sidewalks. Like they can maybe put like some type of cement there to make it smoother. That's just an immediate change. I know other things like maybe having to ask someone kindly to hold the door for me. I don't mind doing that. But something as simply as getting off the sidewalk or being able to get on transportation. There aren't many electric buses here. And I want to see more of that, because even if you don't necessarily have everything, like those little incentives can go a long way.
How do you balance your academic responsibilities with the additional challenges that you might face as a disabled student? I would imagine it's a lot different from, the student who is not disabled.
Right, so I set a lot of reminders and I journal, so I kind of use that second brain ideology. Like I use technology for what technology wants to do. Like I just kind of let it kind of think for me, help me out, not entirely, but I do journal a lot to release my feelings, and I set reminders to remind me of things. Like sometimes you get in a moment and just be in your feelings and forget all these things that you agreed to do or certain responsibilities.
Was it easy for your mom and your family to let you go to study in a different country?
No, please. No.
What was the experience when you told them you were going to study in Barbados?
They were nervous, like they were supportive, but it didn't feel entirely supportive, because like, are you sure? What do you want to go to Barbados? Or what do you even know about the Caribbean? What you know about back home? What you know about this? Do you even know how to do this? There's not that many resources. So I kind of had to explain to them, like, I'm in my adulthood now, so I'm just going to learn. What I don't learn now, I'm going to have to learn later.
All right, looking ahead, what are your academic and personal goals during the time here at UE and as you move through life as a 22-year-old?
So here at UE, I really want to just pass with A's and B's, like most importantly. But I want to soon become a psychologist, but I'm going to start with just getting my master's in social work or like counseling. I want to be that support to people that I feel like wasn't always necessarily there for me.
What role does spirituality or religion play in your overall life?
It actually plays a big part. It didn't always come easy, but once I started being more consistent and like seeking help like through my religion, things got easier. It taught me things like patience and humility and to be humble, and those are things I really needed, because in a situation like this you feel the need to FK so much, but you had to kind of pump the brakes a little bit. You can't be that much of a force to be reckoned with. You gotta still carry yourself gracefully or like a lady. So those are core values that they instill to me or remind me of.
Alright, I want to thank you for sharing with us. Is there anything else you'd like to add for, any young person who's looking on and looking to embark on a life of studying abroad?
I would just say, do whatever you want to do. Don't really let others' opinions deter you away from what you feel inside that you would like to do.
Alright, where have you been in Barbados so far in terms of excitement? Have you been able to go out? What have you experienced?
Yes, I've been out, but when I tell certain people from Barbados, they're like, those are all the tourist parts. Like, oysters, we're gonna try brain, bouillard, things like that. They like, why do you only go to the tourist persons? Like, I really nowhere else. Like, y'all gotta teach me.
Yeah, all right. Well, thank you for sharing with us, Leilani.
Thank you for having me.
You sharing your story can be inspirational to students everywhere.
I hope so as well.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
94.7 FM with the kind compliments of Great Health Works, agents for Omega XL and Probiotics, Guardian General Insurance Limited, and the Cut and Drive Network brings live coverage of Cricket West Indies Home Series October 31st to December 19th. Join the action, brought to you by Great Health Works, agents for Omega XL and Probiotics, Guardian General Insurance Limited. Live safe, live easy, and the Cut and Drive Network.
We enjoy a game of dominoes and singing karaoke.
I just love crew.
When you love me just a little bit longer.
You get to relax and have a drink and listen to some nice music.
It's something different. It's spectacular. It's fabulous. You know, it's a different feeling altogether.
I never feel so good in a party yet.
Follow me to Q in the Community this Thursday.
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to date at CBC News Barbados on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Get news update on radio throughout the day. And join us for the CBC News Night at 7 every night. CBC News team is on the job and bring...
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Hey. It's time for a special edition of Guess That Location. Guys, where's the music? Peter, I'm so disappointed. It's supposed to be music after I say that. Ruel, where's the music? Nadia, where's... Yeah, they're not getting it right. Anyway, you can get it right by calling us on 228-5562 or 228-5563. I have some people to help me with the Guess the Location as we take you all around Barbados. Joining me on set, I have the St. James Parish ambassadors who are gearing up for the Spirit of the Nation show. Kamara Rowe is here. Please. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. We also have Travis Britton, who is the parish ambassador there for St. James.
Yes, please.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
And the attendant this time, I think she might be related to somebody on the set. She's Travianne Britton. The name sounds a little familiar, but I'm not too sure. We will delve into that soon. But if you see the location, if you guys recognize the location, don't say. But you certainly can help me give clues, even before we get to know a little bit about St. James. So this year, we are going to places across Barbados that I know you won't be able to guess. We're making it more and more difficult. So let's see the location, or are we going to take a guess first? Guess this location. Where is this, people? The people from St. James are looking on because this is definitely not the Gold Coast. Yes, but where is this? 228-5562 or 228-5563. My phone is going. You can't text me. Yeah, definitely not. You can't text me. All right, guess this location. And listen, we're giving you an aerial shot. There are aerial views. You're thinking, I should know where this is. The St. James people are in here looking back like, what? Is this actually in Barbados? Is Tisha tricking us? Yes, it is here in Barbados. So call us up. I'm waiting for those phone calls for somebody to tell me exactly where this is. Listen, those mics are on. Don't be guessing. We don't want the audience to know. So let me see who's on the phone line. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Where are you calling us from?
St. Lucie.
Oh, no. All right. He's calling from St. Lucie. All right. Can you guess where this is?
Yes, please. That is the abandoned North Point Resort.
The abandoned North Point Resort. Are you sure about that?
Positive.
What makes you sure?
Because I've been there.
Talk to us about some of the things that were exceptional about the North Point Surf Resort.
Well, I know that it was a hotel back in the day, and the open area, the deep area, that was a massive Olympic-sized diving pool. That was the only of its kind in Barbados at the time.
Absolutely. And there's been much talk about renovating that space. As soon as I heard it was somebody from St. Lucie, I knew you would know. Where in St. Lucie are you? He's gone already? Listen, the people back there have trigger fingers. I'm talking to the people. He's gone already. Anyways, congratulations. So did you guys know that?
No.
I saw you.
I was in a blank.
I'm trying to help you embrace all parishes. They proclaim to know everything about St. James, but they don't know about St. Lucie just next door. How about that? All right, well, thank you for participating, and keep on watching throughout this month as we celebrate our independence and continue to ask you, can you guess the location? All right, so they're here. I introduced them already, Kamara and Travis, who are the parish ambassadors for St. James.
Please.
So congratulations on getting this honor, achieving this honor in 2024. I'll start with you though, Travian, as the attendant for the parish ambassadors. How have things been shaping up with the Parish Independence Committee for St. James?
Things have been really, really well. We've been very busy getting everything together. We are in rehearsals, fitting for costumes, for formal wear, learning how to walk, how to speak, how to express yourself, not only with words, but with your actions and your expressions. So we've been very busy, and
Oh, that's beautiful. So Kamara, how did you get involved this time around? Why did you decide that you wanted to be an ambassador for your parish?
Well, we had two church members. They would have approached both Travis and I, and they would have told us a little bit about the program and what's it about. So I was a little interested from then, and I thought it was a good opportunity to grow my confidence and build my public speaking skills as well as other skills. And I definitely wanted to see what community work was about and how I could actually use my voice and my role as parish ambassador to help my community.
All right, that's good stuff. Travis, what about you? Were you convinced in the first go, or did it take a little bit of time?
I would say it took a little bit of time. Sharing the same sentiments as Kamara, I wanted to not just say that I want to impact my community, but put some actions to my thoughts as well. And when the opportunity came to me, I said to myself, okay, well, this is the opportunity to actually put actions to my thoughts, and I can say for sure that it was a good choice made.
Now, I know this time around you're not doing a parish project, but you're expected to be out in the community, getting to know St. James, and certainly sharing more about building community spirit. So, Kamara, what are some of the ways that you are engaging throughout the St. James community?
Well, we did many walkthroughs. We also did some school visits and some church visits as well. And persons were very supportive, engaging. It was good, to have prayer and people who are encouraging you to do it. And we also had a beach cleanup as well under our focus. Although there wasn't a project, we had a focus theme of climate change, and we were still able to do a beach cleanup. And we also did a cricket match, so fun for the community to come out. So it was good.
Good stuff. Travis, how have you been received? Just on average, walking around your communities, getting to know the residents?
Well, it's been very interesting. I would say that, whenever you go in a different community or different environment than where you live, like your village or anything like that, you always get the reaction, I've never seen before, but I'm like, yeah, I live in St. James, and yes, I'm your parish ambassador. And it's also been just a treat just to talk to persons, get an idea for what they're thinking and hear their concerns, and to actually be in a place where you can actually be an active listener and not just talking, but you can actively listen to the persons in your community and hear their thoughts as well. Because you can be so centralized to your own bubble that you're not realizing that other persons have concerns and that person in your community have concerns as well. So it's been very eye-opening and enlightening.
All right, what are some of the other activities that the committee in St. James is taking on to be able to get out there more? Do you have anything coming up before the Spirit of the Nation show?
I think right now we're so focused on the Spirit of the Nation show, trying to get all of our ambassadors to get into the role of the Spirit of the Nation show. I'm sorry, I'm not too sure about anything coming up right now.
All right, well, make sure you let us know if there is.
We will.
Because we love to come to St. James. Yeah, the exciting part now. What's your favorite spot, Travis?
Oh, my favorite spot, I am very biased to Folkestone Marine Park.
I knew you were going to say that.
I am very biased.
Like, I heard that before you even said it.
Yes.
Yeah, why?
I love it there. The atmosphere is just amazing, especially if the whole area is being covered by trees and you just breeze and birds, and the environment is so clean and just green that it just makes you want to just take off your shoes and just run barefoot over there. Really and truly, it's so great, especially with the beach and the coastline. You can see so far down the coast that it really gives you an idea for what your parish is about and why it is proclaimed to be the best coast in Barbados.
Oh, you had to add that part. I see some people in green shirts. Let's get out of my ear talking about you second that. This is Royal back there. He's from St. James too. But some people over here are green with envy. You're going to get to meet them soon. Hearing the ambassadors from St. James talk about it. For you, Kamara, what's your favorite spot?
I love the beaches as well. I definitely love Thunder Bay Beach. But any beach in St. James, to be honest, I think we have some of the best beaches. And I also love the Mons.
Wait a minute, Thunder Bay Beach is your beach? Isn't that in St. Peter?
Nope.
That's St. James?
Lower Carlton, St. James. Yes.
What? Yeah. Listen, I welcome the new year this year at Thunder Bay Beach.
I can put my name
I was
on that.
there for a party with some of my friends. We roasted a pig. It was a good time. But I thought it was in St. Peter. Was that the... Let me not say that on TV.
Territory.
Yeah, but that was definitely a good time. What about you, Trivian? Do you have a favorite spot?
I like Fitz Village.
Fitz Village?
Yes.
Oh, so do you go to Bikini Beach a lot? That's my friend's spot. You've not been to Bikini Beach?
Not as yet.
So you have to go. Bikini Beach is in Fitz Village.
Yes, it is. I've seen it. Like, I want to check it out. Haven't got a chance as yet, but I like Fitz Village.
Yeah, so make sure you come to Bikini Beach. But it's wonderful to have you here and to meet you. It's great that you're doing a lot of community work. I think that makes a difference, especially for young people to see other young people out there representing for their community and being really proud about what comes from our communities, because there's so much happening. Yeah? What are your hopes? For your tenure as ambassador, it runs for a year. So the Spirit of the Nation show is just the beginning. What are your hopes, Travis, for this length of time that you're going to be representing for your parish?
Well, it's the same mindset I had before I started. It was to be a person that not just says that they want to do something, but actually puts pen to paper and actually does something about it. And what I really love about this program is that it gives you a perspective that spans beyond your tenure. And it gives you an idea for the fact that it is not just about your bubble, but it's about the persons around you, about affecting the person next to you. You ask the question, how can you touch your community in a special way? And I will say that coming away from this, beyond this tenure, I really have that in my mind a lot more. What can I do to affect my community in a positive way?
All right, what about you?
I would definitely say as well the same thing, how we could impact our community beyond just being parish ambassadors, and even helping the next parish ambassadors as they go on to develop new ideas that will be able to help the community overall. So
good stuff. Why should people come out in their blue to represent for you at the Spirit of the Nation show?
Why shouldn't they?
Why shouldn't
they? We are
You
St.
can't
James.
answer a question with a question. That's the rule.
Come out and support St. James. We are the coast of the setting sun, the parish of the setting sun, and come out and support. And we are blue, like the sky.
And we are the parish of St. James.
We are the parish of St. James.
St. James.
I like St. James a lot. I have to admit that I do. All right,
Come on our side. Come on our side.
Yes. You are ready to cake already?
I definitely will make sure that my outfit for the Spirit of the Nation show has some blue in it. I mean, after all, I'm represented today, right?
Yes.
A different shade of blue, but you know,
you're there.
I'm getting closer. So it's wonderful to have you here this morning and to meet the ambassadors. Look out for your ambassadors. Attendant, make sure they're in the communities. They have to go. St. James is a big community. I expect to see you guys doing some work. You got to be like politicians now. Wear out the soles of your shoes. Walking around. Oh, politicians don't do that anymore. All right, time for another break before I get myself in trouble. We'll be right back to meet some more ambassadors right here on Morning Barbados. And still, Dawn is coming up. She's an amazing artist. She's going to serenade us in song, and we're also going to get to know a little bit more about her. So stay tuned.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to date at CBC News Barbados on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Get news update on radio throughout the day. And join us for the CBC News Night at 7 every night. CBC News team is on the job and bringing you the news.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb, and together we will travel the world.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oystins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.7 FM, the ultimate Bajan experience.
My friend, you don't plan to get it? Oh, Barbados. Hey, I'm KB Clean. Join me 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. right here at 94.7, the best and ultimate Bajan experience. My show is called Bajan to the Bone. Don't miss it, Bajan to the Bone. Weekdays right here and only here on 94.7.
The facts say Morning Barbados reaches an audience of over 50,000 and Newsnight reaches over 56,000. It's simple. When you advertise, you're getting your message to over 50,000 of your potential customers. Make the call to CBC Sales Department today and watch your business grow. Contact us at 467-5559 or email marketing@cbc.bb.
94.7 FM with the kind compliments of Great Health Works, agents for Omega XL and Probiotics. Guardian General Insurance Limited and the Cut and Drive Network brings live coverage of Cricket West Indies Home Series October 31st to December 19th. Join the action, brought to you by Great Health Works, agents for Omega XL and Probiotics. Guardian General Insurance Limited. Live safe, live easy, and the Cut and Drive Network.
We enjoy a game of dominoes. and singing karaoke.
I just love crew.
When you love me just a little bit longer.
You get to relax and have a drink and listen to some nice music.
It's something different. It's spectacular. It's fabulous. You know, it's a different feeling altogether.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
All right, so we're heading due north. These people were laughing in the background when our other people could not figure out where the location was. Of course, they're from St. Lucie. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning.
All right, great to have with us Sade Ben and Omari Giddings.
Yes.
They're both parish ambassadors for St. Lucie for 2024. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And Damien Bishop is the attendant
Yes, please.
for the St. Lucie team. You guys have a tough act to follow. The St. Lucie teams have been cleaning shop at the Spirits of the Nation show from winning best attendance all the way through for quite a little time now. So they're quietly up north or down north, depending on who you talk to, getting things ready. So for you, Damien, I know that you guys usually have lots going on throughout the community in St. Lucie.
Yes, we do have a lot of things going on. Unfortunately, this year we don't have a parish project. So what we decided to do, we decided to continue our project from last year, where we continue to meet with the residents and to give back. So we continue our give back program with our residents in St. Lucie. We assess their needs and we give them care packages. So for our last give back program, we looked at giving out care packages during the hurricane season.
Beautiful. Sade, how did you become parish ambassador for 2024?
To be honest, it wasn't as planned as I expected, but throughout the years, I was always kind of part of the committee where I would have been performing because I sing, and from time to time, I would have been performing in the parish talent and stuff, and some of that. With this year, I had applied I remember applying in 2021, and I wasn't as successful. But then I said, let me try again this year, because I was, how you would say?
It grew.
It grew, and like someone was like, go try again, you know. And I said I can try, and I was successful. I was so excited because I wasn't expecting to make it, but I'm here now. Thank God.
That's good stuff. Now for you, Omari, talk to me about how you were approached, because they're always kind of like poaching people. I know how it works.
Well, I would say I wasn't necessarily approached. I had like some exposure due to my aunt. She was on this show as well. She did a spoken word for the Spirit of the Nation show, and she won most original act. And so giving me that exposure with her, helping her set up and helping her with her practicing her piece, that gave me the exposure to the program, and then I fell in love with it.
He was approached, I didn't even know.
Yes,
he just told me
subtly,
that my aunt, you know, she was involved, and somehow I fell into it.
You know, sometimes as young people, you just have to let them feel that they were the ones who came up with it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what we do.
I'm going to try that. All right, so for you, where are you from in the beautiful parish of St. Lucie?
I am from Chancel. They call it Round the Rock too. In that area is, how you would say, they are very supportive. And when they first heard that I am the parish ambassador, they were like, why you take so long? And I was like, I don't know. But I'm here now. And they're very proud of me.
Oh, that's beautiful stuff. What about you? Where are you from in St. Lucie?
Well, I am from Checker Hall, actually.
Oh, my spot.
Really?
I spent every summer in Checker Hall. My whole family lives in Checker Hall.
Lovely.
The Norvilles.
So you would have to retract your statement earlier about St. James then. That St. Lucie is the best for you.
The last attendant, the one who won, that's my cousin.
See, that's why you have that intrinsic.
He was in here this week with the school though. He teaches at the school down the hill. I think my mother went to school there.
Half Moon Fort.
Half Moon Fort Primary, right. Yes. So you're from Checker Hall.
Yes, please.
Good stuff. What's the best thing about Checker Hall?
Me, I would say Checker Hall. The best thing about Checker Hall would be, well, it's not as prominent now, but it used to have a lot of events, like normally football on the night, and you could go and watch football. You can go. Also, it used to have community there as well. I used to go to that as well.
Fun?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, in Checker Hall, for sure. All right, so let's have a little bit of fun, okay?
Okay.
Now, I'm going to tell you about a place, and you have to let me know if you know of this place. But before we do, your surname is Giddings.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever heard that. Does that originate in
Not
Barbados?
necessarily. I'm not sure of the specific origin, but it's more prominent in Guyana, which
Okay.
my parents are from.
Your parents are from Guyana?
Yes.
Okay, understood. My paternal side of things is descended from Guyana too.
Another connecting factor.
Of course, but a lot of Bajans went to Guyana back in the day
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
work and so on. All right, so we know surnames are a big thing in St. Lucie, right?
Yes.
So you have to tell me if this surname is popular by a raise of hands. How about Griffith? Like, for sure. Like, is it everybody in St. Lucie named Griffith?
80%.
That must be scary. What about Aline? Maybe not.
Not as much.
Clark?
No.
Not as much.
No? What's another popular surname in St.
Brathwaite.
Brathwaite. I thought the Brathwaites were from Black Rock. No, that was just a radio show. What about Ben?
Well,
Yeah.
Of course.
Definitely.
Living example.
Yeah. All right. Beautiful, beautiful things. So many wonderful things. And of course, our guest, the location this morning was from
St. Lucie.
St. Lucie.
Yes.
You know, that very special spot. People often talk about the Olympic-sized swimming pool, and it's at North Point Surf Resort. Just beautiful, beautiful spot that should be refurbished in somewhere. Where's your favorite beach spot in St. Lucie? For me, I loved the little hideaway spot when you go down Sutherland Hill and down through the bushes.
You know
out
it.
to the
You
back.
know it. Yeah. Not too much.
Okay, tell me.
Mine would be Clough Bay.
Oh.
Yes. Funny enough, fun fact, St. Lucie has 35 bays. We have the most bays on island.
How many bays do you have?
35.
Sure. All 35 belong to you?
Yes, please.
My
35.
goodness, St. James, they're not looking too happy right now. There are no smiles over there. This one talking about we good with Thunder Bay. It's not actually a bay.
Thank you.
All right. What about you, Sade? What's your favorite beach or bay?
River Bay.
River Bay.
That is my childhood beach, and from going there, like for instance, on our way there, we will go on different routes. So we don't always go the same route. So it was an adventurous route, and then like getting there on the coast and looking over the cliffs. Oh, beautiful.
There's nothing like
beautiful.
And it's in Lucie. I mean, other parishes, there are other things. I'm feeling pressure from the St. James people.
Don't worry, we love you here.
What about you, Omari?
Well, me, I am biased to Archers Bay.
Archers Bay.
Yes.
What about Archers Bay?
Well, me, that was more like a family thing for me, because we normally used to go and spend time there picnicking and going in the water and so forth. So it was more like a family thing for me.
All right, that's beautiful stuff. You know, thanks for representing your parish and your community. I know you said that unfortunately you don't have a parish project, so you're continuing from last time. That's no fault of theirs. It's because this year the Parish Independence, the Community Independence Celebration Secretariat is not asking you to do a project. They want you to focus more on just getting out into the communities and really just engaging people across the board. So congratulations on the work that you're doing. Continue the fantastic work. And I must say, for me, for St. Lucie, I have to agree with you on River Bay. It brings back some real memories from my childhood as well. There were a few spots that they would take us for school, on school excursions. And then from the St. James crew for Folkestone. Like, I don't know, all of a sudden, Folkestone has gotten a little smaller as I've gone a bit, but I used to think Folkestone was so big.
Same here.
And we used to be really excited about playing in the park. That was one of the first play parks that I remember. So definitely two wonderful spots that we reflected on today, and having the ambassadors for St. James as well as for St. Lucie. I wish you luck in the Spirit of the Nation show.
Thank you very much.
Yes. And they're channeling the luck of the Irish with the green. Yes. But they say it's because of how pristine the parish is. A lot of my childhood memories take me back to St. Lucie as well. Big hog, plum tree across from the Norval house. Read that. All right, time for a break. But when we come back, it's music time. It's a fresh Friday. Stay with us.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
We enjoy a game of dominoes and singing karaoke.
I just love crew.
When you love me just a little bit longer.
You get to relax and have a drink and listen to some nice music.
It's something different. It's spectacular. It's fabulous. You know, it's a different feeling altogether.
I never feel so good in a party yet.
Follow me to Q in the Community this Thursday.
So good in a party yet. You know why?
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to date at CBC News Barbados on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Get news update on radio throughout the day. And join us for the CBC News Night at 7 every night. CBC News team is on the job and bringing you the news.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb. And together we will travel the world.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oystins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.7 FM, the ultimate Bajan experience.
My friend, you don't plan to get it? Oh, Barbados. Hey, I'm KB Clean. Join me 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. right here at 94.7 The
All right, so Barbadian star Dawn is back in 2024 with a bang, with the debut of her EP coming up soon. We're going to get a chance this morning to hear the first single from the highly anticipated EP. It's called Dive, but the one she's going to perform for us this morning is Run. Here's Dawn.
Yeah, like this again. What's so hard for you to comprehend? Feeling like a fool, said it's over, but I'm still here standing like a joker. Oh, my girl said be careful cause you're not nice, and I should have listened to their advice. Gave you my heart and you broke it twice. Gave you my trust, now I pay the price. Your mouth is sweet when you lie to me. Your talk is cheap, can't spend on me. Now I'm gone, gone twice the sun. Oh, better run, oh, better run. Oh, better run. Oh, better run, 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 run. Oh, better run, 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 run. Oh, better run. Oh, better run. Oh, better run, 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 run. Oh, better run, 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 run. Picture perfect guy, off in disguise. Whispers of the heart and cause compromise. To give another chance, it wouldn't be wise. Your ego, you will stroke when you manipulate my mind. My girl said that you're not nice. I should have listened to their advice. Gave you my heart and you broke it twice. Gave you my trust, I paid the price. Gotta run away, away from you. Gotta stay away, away from you. Gotta run away, away from you. Gotta run away, away. I gotta go and run away. Your mouth is sweet when you lie to me. Your talk is cheap, can't spend on me. Now I'm gone, gone twice the sun. Oh, better run, oh, better run. Oh, better run. Oh, better run, 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 run. Oh, better run, 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 run. Oh, better run. Oh, better run. Oh, better run, 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 run. Oh, better run.
My friend, you don't plan to get her? Oh, Barbados. Hey, I'm KB Clean. Join me 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. right here at 94.7, the best and ultimate Bajan experience. My show is called Bajan to the Bone. Don't miss it, Bajan to the Bone. Weekdays right here and only here on 94.7.
The facts say Morning Barbados reaches an audience of over 50,000 and Newsnight reaches over 56,000. It's simple. When you advertise, you're getting your message to over 50,000 of your potential customers. Make the call to CBC Sales Department today and watch your business grow. Contact us at 467-5559 or email marketing@cbc.bb.
94.7 FM with the kind compliments of Great Health Works, agents for Omega XL and Probiotics. Guardian General Insurance Limited and the Cut and Drive Network brings live coverage of Cricket West Indies Home Series October 31st to December 19th. Join the action, brought to you by Great Health Works, agents for Omega XL and Probiotics. Guardian General Insurance Limited. Live safe, live easy, and the Cut and Drive Network.
We enjoy a game of dominoes and singing karaoke.
I just love.
You lie, this again was so hard for you to comprehend. Feeling like a fool, said it's over, but I'm still here standing like a joker. Oh my God said be careful cause you're not nice, and I should've listened to their advice. Gave you my heart and you broke it twice. Gave you my trust, now I paid the price. Your mouth is sweet when you lie to me. Your talk is cheap, can't spend on me. Now I'm gone, gone twice the sun. Oh, better run, oh, better run away from you. Oh, better run.
And if you're running in beautiful shoes, absolutely. Hey, now Run has now reached 1 million streams on Spotify. What an amazing feat. Let's say good morning and welcome to Dawn. Good to finally have you on Morning Barbados.
Thank you for having me. It's good to finally be here. This is surreal.
Oh, that's beautiful. Now, I've been hearing a lot about you and your music as well. What has the journey been like so far?
It has been amazing. It has been life-shocking. I started in 2020, weirdly, because that's when COVID was around. So that's when a lot of dreams and stuff was on halt, but mine was just starting. I didn't know that. I started as a background singer with some pretty boy that I'm sang to, and Trevor Pretty is who discovered me, and he always used to say, "You're somebody, you know, you're somebody." And there was a time that we were just after rehearsal, all of us are just chilling, talking about music, and then he asked each of the background singers to sing, and I sang Jill Scott, "He Loves Me," and then he was like, "Yeah, you're gonna be somebody and I'm gonna make you somebody." And that he did, and that is where I started. Have 4 singles out now, and hopefully to have more millions like Ren, and you know, just getting started.
Good stuff. You've been doing a lot outside of Barbados as well. So share more about your journey that way.
I went to London in 2021. Yeah, 2021 was the first trip to London, and that was amazing. We got calls from the Great Escape, and that is a festival that is being held in Brighton, England, and we've been there for the past 2 years, back and forth, singing all the new songs. We are a Caribbean-based label, so we have other artists like Navy and Ari Lopez and other Trinidadian artists as well. So we all had to showcase our songs and got to showcase our talent, and it was really fun. And it's really fun going overseas and seeing other people's reaction to what Caribbean music can be and what it's going to be as well.
Good stuff. What has it been like working pardon me, under a label to be able to make your dreams come true?
It has been easier. When I started, I was green. I didn't have much experience at all when it came to this arena of music. I started singing when I was young in church, so I always had the stage presence and stuff like that, but I never had the, you know, how to sing in studio and how to write music and stuff like that. So all those different things for artist development, it has been a great change in myself as well. So it, you know, it's surreal, it's good. It's
how would you define your style though, your style of music? Particularly this one, Run. Because it's a little different.
Yeah, it's a fusion.
Very, very sweet.
Yeah, it's a fusion. It's a fusion of R&B and reggae. And I tend to dabble more in fusions and not just particularly R&B and particularly hip hop or particularly soca or anything like that. I love to fuse music together. And as a musician and a music student, like, music is my whole life, so anything that I think that I can put my range into, I dabble in it and I try to make it my own.
Yeah, but what's your sweet spot? Is it
my sweet spot is jazz.
Jazz.
Yeah, jazz is my first love. As I said, I grew up singing in church, and I always had a love for bass. Bass was always one of my favorite instruments. And when I went into music school here in Barbados, BCC, the music program, yes, I was majoring first in jazz, and then I went over to classical, but it's not the same feeling as jazz. You know, jazz is a feeling. It's like basically a feeling. I always say it's a feeling, and it is a way of life, kind of. Like, whenever you think of jazz, you always think of your emotions. You get what I mean? And like how you mix you and the music. You know, jazz always incorporates you.
Well,
you have to incorporate. Yeah, exactly.
Love that. So the EP release is coming up
in March 2025.
This is the first release.
Yes, please.
Run.
Yes, please.
Talk to me about how you've been working on that and how things are shaping up.
Yeah, well, this song was actually so it's right there to me because this is the first song that I actually put my all into. I wrote and helped produce with one of my very lovely producers, female producer, Sunset Drive, and she basically helped with, you know, the structure and everything of the song, and she's helping with the EP as well. With Run is basically me putting myself, as in like Caribbean self and like the outside self together as a fusion. And yeah, hopefully I have more of those. More of this EP is more Caribbean based as well. As I said, is more fusions. I can't wait for you guys to hear it, basically.
I can't wait to hear it. Just based on that, you said that, and I can see this coming through, that a lot of the influence in your music are people like Jasmine Sullivan, and I certainly hope not for the lyrics, but Lauryn Hill and Missy Elliott.
Yes.
You say that they've helped to kind of shape your performance style and the sound that you put over in the music that you make. But who are some of the artists that you're hoping to maybe work with now or in future?
One of my dreams are to have a song with Stevie Wonder. I always wanted to do a song with Quincy Jones, but he has passed on. Rihanna for sure, if she would just allow herself to come back. Exactly.
Morning,
so Rihanna, you know, if you know.
Yeah, and Pretty Boy is from her neighborhood.
Exactly, you know. Who else? There's so many people that is not coming to me. Pharrell Williams, I would love to just grace the studio with him. Tasha Cobbs, actually, I love her. Jessie J. Same Jasmine Sullivan.
A lot of people. So it's easy to see that you're still even going back to your gospel roots, the gospel beginning.
Yes, please.
You know, so you know, for this particular album, you called a few names in terms of the producer, a female producer
Sunset Drive, yes,
that you've been able to work with. I want you to talk to us about how Barbadians can get behind you to make sure that you're able to excel in the way that you need to.
We support. Always support your local, stream everywhere, because we put our songs on platforms everywhere that we can. It's very accessible. Support wherever you can, however you can. Yeah, that's it. Support as much as you can.
All right, and we're looking forward to the launch of that EP in March.
In March, yes,
of 2025.
Yes, please.
And I'm sure you're getting ready for that. Anything happening between now and March?
Right now, I'm gonna have my other single dropping on November 15th, which is next week, I think, and they will be called Coconut Water. So another fusion.
Oh, just in time for independence.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Bajan thing to do?
Honestly, go by the beach.
What's your favorite Bajan thing to eat?
Favorite Bajan thing to eat? That would be fish cakes.
Who's your favorite Bajan artist?
Lead Pipe, for sure. Love him.
Bye times two. Yeah, love Lead Pipe as well. And finally, who is your favorite Bajan icon?
Rihanna.
All right, good stuff. Happy Independence.
Thank you. Happy Independence to you too.
And look out for Dawn. You know, this song is nothing short of incredible. I love it. Has a really great Caribbean fused feel.
Thank
I
you.
was here jamming with my cameraman, Peter, in the back. He's jamming all now. But definitely get online and support Dawn. Make sure you check out you know, her single that's up. The music video is fire as well. Absolutely love it. And we're more than happy to feature young upcoming artists who are doing fantastic things, not only here in Barbados, but around the globe. So listen out for this name as time goes on. DWN. It's Dawn. All right, time for another break, but stay with us. We still have more as we head toward the 8 o'clock hour on this Friday edition of Morning Barbados.
Run, 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 oh, better run, 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 run. Picture
perfect guy, a wolf in disguise. Whispers of the heart, a cause compromise. To give another chance, that wouldn't be wise. You're eager, you will stroke me, you manipulate my mind. Cause my girl said that you're not nice, and I should've listened to their advice. Gave you my heart and you broke it twice. Gave you my trust, now I pay the price. Gotta run away, away from you. Gotta stay away, away from you. Gotta run away, away from you. Gotta run away.
We enjoy a game of dominoes and singing karaoke.
I just love crew.
When you love me just a little bit longer.
You get to relax and have a drink and listen to some nice music.
It's something different. It's spectacular. It's fabulous. You know, it's a different feeling altogether.
Follow me to Q in the Community this Thursday.
You know why?
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to date at CBC News Barbados on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Get news update on radio throughout the day. And join us for the CBC News Night at 7 every night. CBC News team is on the job and bringing you the news.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb. And together we will travel the world.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oystins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.7 FM, the ultimate Bajan experience.
My friend, you don't plan to get it? Oh, Barbados. Hey, I'm KB Clean. Join me 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. right here at 94.7, the best and ultimate Bajan experience. My show is called Bajan to the Bone. Don't miss it, Bajan to the Bone. Weekdays right here and only here on 94.7.
The facts say Morning Barbados reaches an audience of over 50,000 and Newsnight reaches over 56,000. It's simple. When you advertise, you're getting your message to over 50,000 of your potential customers. Make the call to CBC Sales Department today and watch your business grow. Contact us at 467-5559 or email marketing@cbc.bb.
94.7 FM with the kind compliments of Great Health Works, agents for Omega XL and Probiotics, Guardian General Insurance Limited, and the Cut and Drive Network brings live coverage of Cricket West Indies Home Series October 31st to December.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
All right, so we're almost at the end of the show, but we love to put in a little segment we love to call Before We Go. Now, last evening I had the opportunity to head off to QP Bistro for the launch of the Rihanna, the Fenty beauty brand by Rihanna. So thanks to her makeup artist who was here this week, Priscilla Ono. Also went up to the Crane for a lovely masterclass with her. I was also at the launch at Cave Shepherd. Oh, that's not what it's called. Duty Free Bridgetown. But this is last night. So as Rihanna was walking by, it was on the side, she went to spend a little time with the staff at the cliff. And, as she walked by, I caught this with my cell phone. So the place was packed. Lots of people came out. That's me fangirling, After all, it's Rihanna. It's our national hero. So we had a fantastic time last evening. So thanks to all involved for making that happen. So what's coming up this weekend? Hannah is the Barbadian free diving record holder, and she recently dove to see the sunken MV Dream Chaser. She said on her Instagram page, "My Dream Chaser, our newest shipwreck, is sunk in Hurricane Barrel this year inside the cruise ship port. It couldn't be moved without being cut into 3 parts, then tugged out of the port and scuttled or purposely sunk, again just outside of the Bridgetown fisheries, and this is the main middle part. It was a strange dive, and you can tell they didn't have time to fully clean it out. So much was still on it: AC units, signage, and even radios. So that was a party boat that we've all loved throughout the years. And there she was, just sharing about it. So very, very interesting dive there for her. And I'm sure in time, it's going to make a great dive just outside of Barbados. People will enjoy it just under the sea. Also coming up to celebrate the 200th anniversary of the Anglican Church of Barbados, the Anglican Diocese, the St. Michael Deanery is holding a health fair that is scheduled for tomorrow, Saturday, November 9th, from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on the Church Village Greens in Bridgetown. So make sure you head on out for that. Plus, the Beacons of the North Calypso competition takes place today at the Half Moon Fort Primary School, Clinkets Gardens in St. Lucie. Children just pay $1 and adults are $5. The contestants will be performing songs sung by local artists and were selected via pulling from a song pool with backing tracks. Also coming up, the Glucerna Glow 5K Walk and Run for Diabetes. Know Your Numbers is going to be on Sunday. So 2 activities coming up this weekend as we continue during this Diabetes Awareness Month as well. Now, the Earthen Vessels Ministries International is hosting an event called Hope in Every Heart community event. It's coming off tomorrow as well at the grounds of the Clapham Community Center over at Clapham from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And there will be a toddler zone, road tennis, a donut race, and basketball, and a whole lot more. So see if you can get on out and be a part of that as well. Plus, Battle Cry, Barbados versus Jamaica. The Carlton Hope Lionel Hall Memorial Tournament is an intense night of boxing as boxers battle for a spot in the Caribbean Championships. So witness it this Saturday, tomorrow at the Graydon Seeley School. Go on out and be a part of it. And of course, we had the young man who is high on the cards. There will be 9 bouts for Barbados, and we look forward to seeing all of them performing. Logos Hope is returning to Barbados. The world's largest floating book fair will be opening to the public. Logos Hope will open on the 13th of November and is going to run down through the 9th of December. So make sure you get on out and be a part of that as well. So kind of summarizing lots of what you saw here on Morning Barbados throughout the week. We're hoping that you can get out and support much of what's happening across the island and certainly enjoy yourself, but be careful at doing it. So coming up on Monday on Morning Barbados, the winners of the Poetry and Pontifications competition. The second day is happening today. The primary school children with their various presentations. They are over at the Sanctuary Empowerment Center on Country Road. So that starts at 1 o'clock this afternoon. And you're going to get to see it on TV at some other time. But the winners will be here on Monday. Plus, in the next chapter, we jet off to a chef in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We're going to be sharing all about that young chef's work. The National Library Service has an arts competition, and they'll be in to tell us about it. And we continue our conversations on Nocturia with Dr. Dale Brathwaite. That's all coming up on Monday. Hey, guys, have a fantastic weekend. Before I go, happy birthday to my wonderful nephew, whom I love loads, Rashad. reaching the ripe old age of 20. Congratulations to you. Sending much love, and I hope you have a great day today. All right, on behalf of the entire team, do have a fantastic and safe weekend, and join us again on Monday, okay? Bye-bye.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up. Good morning, Barbados. Good